what's happening. You know, when you
I just
overpay, I'm sorry, they overpaid. I'm
Big
glad
I
we
time.
look.
didn't get him
Big
because if
time.
that's what he was
Yeah, that's
looking
what.
for from us, fuck that. Absolutely
Again,
not.
like, and that was one of our, like, a lot of us said, like, yeah, let's get Justin Fields, me included. Like, I get Justin Fields 100%. But if I would have known that it was 2 for 80, oh fuck
Right.
no.
So expensive.
We're not doing that.
Yep.
And we were all, I think a lot of us were all off of the Sam Darnold thing to begin with. I was not.
Yeah.
If we would have paid Sam Darnold 3 years, 100 mil, I know some people would have been like, it's whatever. I still don't fuck with Sam Darnold to begin with. I just don't.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and just to, I ended off here. It's funny how the Seahawks swapped, right? When Geno Smith was, I believe, either the top 7 or definitely a top 10 quarterback against pressure when throwing against pressure. He was a top 10 quarterback when throwing against pressure. Sam Darnold was a bottom 10 quarterback when throwing against pressure. So it's just like, and Geno is not going to even have to sniff the amount of shit he had to deal with in Seattle here. He's not even going to have to sniff that shit. Our best old lineman, which is Colton Miller, would be a fucking Hall of Famer compared to what the fuck they got over there, bro. I'm telling you right now. Dylan you know how much we hate Dylan Parham? That motherfucker's a Pro Bowl there. Starter.
Yeah,
In Seattle.
you know what? As much as I've been on Parham's ass all season, I got to agree with you 100%.
He's a starter
You know?
there, bro. Like, that's how bad they are. And we complain about Parham. So it's like, it's night and day, bro. Geno probably like licking his chops right now, bro. Like, I'm about to fucking go to work this year, bro, for sure.
I think fans would have been screaming today if we would have brought in Donald or Fields instead
I'd have
of
been
what.
pissed.
Like, let's pretend we didn't even have Geno. Let's pretend that never happened.
Right.
If we would have decided to either go
Tight
with
piece
Sam Donald or Justin Fields, and the contract word came out that that's the type of money that they were looking for and we're willing to pay it, oh my God, people would snap, absolutely snap. We're going to pay money for unproven players. Donald had one good year. You know, one good year on a team full of extreme talent compared to what he had to deal with when he was playing with the, between the 49ers and the Jets.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
and this is what I don't get. Like, when people get mad with Geno, and something like at first I was like, I had to shake off and was good, my guy Chris. Of course, I had to give him the thing, and you go have to get the solo right now because I need to ask you about quarterbacks and all that. But
well, the thing is, bro, I just want to tell you this. I'm the guy that you guys go on a road trip, and I can't fit in the car. So I have to get a bus or a taxi to go where you guys are going. So, yeah.
I'm like, well, my guy Chris got access like we all got access. We there, man. We here.
I'm not that guy. So what's up, fellas?
Man, what's going on, man? Of course, man. We getting you and Jeff held us down during the immediate free agency signings, of course. But now that you kind of got some rest on it, some sleep on it. Justin Fields contract, Sam Darnold contract. I mean, how you feeling relative to the Geno contract?
You know what? When they said it was going to go, that was a shot in the dark. I did not expect that at all. I'm cool with it. And, some people complain about the third round. I said, well, is this a swap for Devontae Adams, basically? And if you look at Geno Smith's record, soon they signed him, I looked at all his records, what he done. The guy has good yards. Last season was a fluke because he had an offensive line, the offensive coordinator changed, and everything else. But if you look at his record, just go look at it. Indoor stadium record.
It's crazy.
That's what impressed me. 30 and
insane.
5. 30 and 5. And like I said, guess where he's playing at today next year? In the indoor stadium with grass, good weather. So I'm happy with it. I thought we was gonna probably try to get Sam Darnold, and or Aaron Rodgers. I was not with that.
Nah.
Sam Darnold went to what? Seattle.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers is mulling over the Giants or the Steelers right now. And if I was him, I'd probably go to the Steelers. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
Best bet, easy money. That seems like the better fit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for Turf.
Yep.
You just sat down with a drink. Isn't there a waiter or a bartender at that resort you're at in Cabo San Lucas?
I wish.
Yeah, the fuck kind of resort is that? You got to get up and get your own shit.
All right. I wish.
Hey,
You know, you were sitting there today when you were at home and it was daylight out, so you really couldn't tell behind you. But now that it's all lit up and everything, dude, it looks like you're at a fucking resort. Dude, you got
see, we all getting to get turf money. That's where I'm at right now.
For
I'm
real.
working to get turf money.
We're all getting to get airline tickets to go to Durf's house and party
Must-
the whole fucking
real
weekend.
talk.
It must be nice, Irvin. You gotta get it. Fly over the country,
Well,
go to
shit.
conversate, look
It's,
for like
it's already
couple
there,
hours.
bro.
I'm
Turf
broke.
already knows shit. As soon as I get to Texas, I'm just putting Baby Rundown to the ring. Like, hey, you know I'm here, right? Yeah, let us in. Let us
sir.
in.
Yeah,
Get
but
it right.
on Geno Smith note, because people say
Oh,
why
way
he
to
keeps
kill the
saying
mood, Chris.
turf. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Now,
what?
who's back?
to Chris's point, bro, and like to a lot of y'all points, this is the thing. When you look at Geno, a lot of people get mad. Like, you got to kind of immediately, like when you hear Geno's mind, you got to take that jet shit out of your mind. Because I think a lot of people be thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, or even and then like somebody said, like he backed up. I had to remember he backed up Phillip Rivers for a time. Back in the day with the Chargers and shit. You got to take that shit out your minds, bro. And you got to look at recently. Over the last 3 years, this motherfucker's a top 15, top 12 quarterback. No question.
Easy.
It's no question, bro. I'm sorry. And a lot of everybody, well, why he's not even Derek Carr, bro? Look at the last fucking 3 years. Derek has even been declining. Last 3 years, this motherfucker has gotten better and better. The last 3 years, bro, and even Sam Darnold, 1 year. We've only seen 1 year. This is consistency that we've seen from Geno Smith. It ain't just we ain't paying this motherfucker for 1 year. We paying him for like a body of work that we've seen. So we gotta keep that in
Bro, did
perspective.
you mention in the chat that Geno Smith was recruited by Kelly in high school? I don't think I did.
Oh yeah, because we talked about this earlier, bro. He was recruited by Chip Kelly, right? And then also had his cousin last year. And you know, Geno was at a lot of Ohio State games. I remember they kept showing Geno and shit at Ohio State games too last year. They did keep showing him. So number one receiver uploading in 2 years. Let's
Right?
baby. Let's go.
You know, the other thing nobody's really talked about too is, you know, Geno Smith is what, 33, 34, right? But don't forget,
No, he's 35.
he wasn't a starter his entire time in the league, so he's got a fairly undamaged body too, if you think about it, like physically.
This is true.
Yeah.
You know,
This is true.
if he had been a starter all this time, he'd have a lot more weight. He does not have the wear and tear on him. Basically, he's a used car model, but it's got low mileage, and you're gonna get a good amount of money back for him. Basically, is how you look at it.
Agreed.
You know,
They call those,
Seattle traded him in for a newer model that's got some things in it, and we got the used model that's got some low miles, and we're gonna get some good use out of it. You know, people gotta look at that.
Breaking news real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. You already know what time it is. But,
No, you're good.
breaking news. Byron, we lost out on Byron Murphy. He went back to the Vikings, but get this. It's a 3-year, $66 million deal, though.
Damn.
That's a lot of bread, dog. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, bro, you're right. Look at my guy, man. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to butcher the name. But yeah, bro, Geno like that Honda, that Toyota. You know what I mean? You get, when you first get in your new car, you always want the shiny shit. You know what I mean? I want the V8. I want all that. But then your parents tell you, like, nah, man, the motherfucking Honda gonna last you at least 10 years plus. You gotta get
If you at least put him in an Acura, bro, not a Nissan, an Acura. One step above, just one step.
Subaru.
You know what it is now. You go to a car lot now. You go to a new car lot. Then it doesn't say used cars. It says pre-owned.
Right.
So now you got a pre-owned quarterback.
Yeah, facts. Factuals, man.
Yeah, so
Hey,
so
man.
all right, so we got a Lexus, and
He's rich.
I think Seattle got a fucking Pinto is what they got.
Yeah, no, real talk. My boy Isaiah said he just paid off his Honda, man. You living like a rich man. Let me hold some of that shit. You talking about you paying that?
You borrow $100, bro.
You feel me? But goddamn, bro, $22 million per year.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
we can't do that. Bro.
No.
We can't do that.
No.
It sound good. It sound good to do it until you see the fucking money and you like, oh yeah, okay.
No.
That's just not there.
Hey,
bro.
I didn't look it up yet. I got to ask if you guys know this off the top of your head. What was the actual damage for getting Coons back? What was the final?
It was it's
One
just
year
like
twelve.
1 year 12.
1
Yeah,
year.
1 year 12.
Yeah, he won. You won.
Prove it.
Approved
I
deal.
said
Yeah.
earlier, I said
I didn't hear a word.
10 million. 10 million.
I didn't hear a word anybody said. Everybody kind of just like froze and started talking. I couldn't hear anything. Like everybody
12
kinda
million 1 year. 12.
12.
1 year.
You looking at 12?
Yeah.
1 year,
12.
12 mil.
1 year,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
I
nothing.
can live with that.
For him,
I
for him,
said
that's
10
good.
1 year prove it deal with incentives. That's what I
That's good.
say. But 12, okay, it's a couple million extra.
yeah, that's I ain't mad at that at all, bro.
Yeah. You brought
Well,
it
I
back.
think somebody might have finally talked to him and said, "Listen, dude, you're not in the $20 million a year right now. You've been out for too long. You know,
I'm pretty sure
and
he
this is
put out some
exactly what
fillers.
it is.
too.
This is
Probably.
yeah, this is a 1 year. This is a 1 year. You know, show me that you're still good type deal.
Mhm.
That's all.
So-
So
Show me what you could do with it coming back from an ACL non-contact injury.
Yeah,
Quick question.
exactly.
Were the Raiders heavily linked to Byron Murphy, or is that just like fans wanting that?
No,
Man.
that was
I don't know.
Tashawn.
I saw that first thing this morning. That was like the
Yeah.
first
So,
thing that came out. That
So I
they
put
were
out a video.
talking to him.
Yeah, I put out a video this morning. Tashawn Reed at The Athletic is the one that was putting that out of Byron Murphy coming over to the Raiders, of us pursuing him. So that is probably the price tag was too much, and they're like, "Fuck that."
Yeah. Fuck
you
yeah.
know?
that was
22 mil a year. Bruh, you feel me? Like the shit sound good. All these names, like, oh man, I want this guy, I want this guy. These motherfuckers, again, they're going up to NFL teams with a ski mask and a 4.5 and saying, put it in the bag. At this fucking point, right?
I don't hear
no
no
way.
bullshit. Just fucking
Yeah.
put the money in
Put
there.
the shit in the bag, bro. Like that's all they're saying right now because they're robbing these teams, bro.
I tell you, bro, they're following Kirk Cousins' thing, man. I'm gonna go to each team and get paid. I ain't gonna play that well. I'm gonna
For
get
real.
paid because
We
of
got
my
these
name.
motherfuckers over a barrel, dog.
How you pronounce this dude's name? The David Mugilet, whatever it is, Mugiletter, or whatever the case is. That the agent that he be negotiating everybody's fucking deals, bro. I think this man part of the mob or something. Ain't no fucking
Dude,
way.
he's making serious money today. Just think of the
Bro,
percentage.
Oh,
This
hell
man,
yeah.
I think it's like 4 players today. That's his today. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn. He
At
got to be part of the
10%
mob.
or 15%.
Oh,
Bro,
oh
he's
my
cleaning
God.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Talking
this
some
man that
serious-
lived good. He's living good today on one day. This motherfucker probably
he-
just
he
waits
made
for free agency.
He made
like
that
Christmas.
good fuck you money is what
Oh,
he
yeah,
made
this-
today.
Oh,
This is-
what?
Hell
He
yeah.
don't probably work no 364 days until today. This motherfucker's like, all right, bro, here we go.
Yeah.
Today's the day to get my bread, bro.
Yeah, he's probably let's go to the GM say, yeah, you're gonna pay this guy like 15 million, right? Right? That's what you're gonna pay 15 million. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
I'm telling you, though, where are the Patriots? I mean, I know the Patriots had a lot of cap space, but these motherfuckers are spending that. today.
Bro,
Man.
they spent already over 100. They only had 109, I believe.
They
Damn.
They spent 100 already?
I
Yeah.
talked to Spence earlier. They
Still-
spent 100 and a half.
with Spillane, didn't they get Milton? They got the guy from Philly. They got the D lineman. They got him.
Yep.
Who else did they sign? They signed
They
the
got
corner.
four
I
people.
believe.
Collins.
No,
Matt
they signed
Collins?
him.
Carlton
No.
Oh, that
Davis.
wasn't even with Matt.
Carlton
Collins.
Davis.
Davis was
Oh.
the big one.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
They went and got a whole half of a size ball. Yeah,
Yeah, no, real talk. Hey,
They
salute
did
to them. I mean, that's how you
exactly.
supposed to
They knew what they wanted. Let's put it that way. There was no.
And I said this too. I said, everybody thinks the Patriots are going to be trash again. I'm telling you, they were not. They were just a couple of pieces away from being relevant in that AFC East. And I'll tell you what, they made the moves so far in free agency that's pushing them towards possibly competing with, because Buffalo's the only one of any concern in that division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami and the Jets are cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both crap.
Correct.
Especially the Jets. The Jets are going to be no different than what they were with Rodgers. And
I mean, it's
Devontae.
interesting. It's more interesting with Fields, if that's what you want to say, but because him and Garrett Wilson got some
Yeah.
type of connection, so it's not like he's going in there and not knowing anybody. But still,
Speaking of the Dolphins, they just signed Zach Wilson.
I knew
Did
that.
they?
Was,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we saw that. Mhm.
how much? That's what I want.
It was like for 6. It was for
What's
6.
up, 805?
6
My
mil.
God.
I
I
think
got
for
like
like
6 on
living
my-
room, something like that. They're gonna have them.
Cool Cat said Pat's putting lobster in the chowder this offseason. Oh, you got
Oh yeah,
they getting fancy. They getting
New
fancy.
England clam chowder.
They are
Is
getting
it red or
fancy.
white? Red or white? I think it's red.
New England's white.
Plain is white. Don't feel
Manhattan, New York is red. I hate the
Ah.
red chowder.
like- Yeah, I hate that rim.
I like the good old New England white chowder.
White.
Like I ain't gonna lie, Jeff. I want to see that part of the country, but it scares me to go out there, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. It scares
Why
me.
you scared?
Bugging, man.
Hey, man. Turf know why he moved to Texas.
Oh,
Turf
I
know.
am an East Coast kid through and through, bro. I adore
I'm
it.
already
I
know
adore these, bro. I adore it.
I just know I'm gonna get a certain words thrown in my direction. I'm not used to hearing out here on the West Coast. I'm just different way of living. That's all I know. Hey man, but real talk, bro. Some of these contracts that are getting thrown out today, I'm not. This shit's wild. Again, I said it before y'all came on, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't everybody telling us before today, like this free agency class ain't really that good? I mean, even we said it on multiple of our shows. We were like, hey, yeah, it's all right, but it's not that many people. And now we're looking at the money that these guys are getting. And it's like, are these dudes even really worth this money? Like that's the real question. Here.
Well, I think a lot of it teams are just desperate for certain players at certain positions.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Mhm.
you know,
Exactly.
if you got the best one out there that's available, then you're
So
pulling
you
the Brinks truck up for them, and you're
So
like, yeah, jump on
Chestnut
in,
checkers,
take
cool
what you
kid.
want.
Chestnut checkers.
How much is Hobbs getting from Green Bay? I didn't see it. I heard about it, but I didn't see the exact
That's
price.
just 54 million.
Huh?
54 million.
Are you-
What?
Who got
Everybody-
54 million?
Hobbs got 54 million.
Hobbs.
Yeah. Like 48, 54, something like
If
that.
that's what they threw at him, we had absolutely no shot
No
at getting
chance.
him.
Oh
those
no,
guys.
hell no. What?
No, we was
I
throwing
thought it
away.
was 48. I thought he got 48 million.
Even
I thought
That
that's
too
team
too
is
much.
still bad. I don't
Bruh.
give a what it is. 48, 54. I'm not giving them none of that.
For
3
a guy
years,
that's early
4
on the
years,
field.
stuff like that.
Jeez. All right,
But you could tell, right? Even though they gave him that amount of money, you could still tell they thought of, even the NFL teams thought about what we were all saying about his availability. Because even though he got, I'm looking, I think it is 54. He got 54. Only 12 of that was guaranteed. So that should tell you what they thought about his availability
Yeah,
and all that extra, bro.
100%.
They were like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to only 12 million that is guaranteed. That's a
Yeah,
shitload of
12 million.
incentives. That's a
Yeah.
shitload of incentives.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly.
That's too much.
We can still get my guy Javon Holland. That's what I want.
But he's still out there.
Shaq Griffin.
We can still bring Amari Cooper in.
Yeah. Or Diggs.
Who want Amari,
Oh,
man?
no.
Everybody want
I heard Keenan Allen might come. Supposedly. That's the word.
He's definitely
Come with a first aid pick.
He's definitely
Yeah, boo. I want that. I'm done with all the old shit.
That's the word on the street, man. Don't shoot the messenger.
Hey, Jay, let me ask you a question. How is it going to get to Allegiant Stadium? An ambulance or what?
I don't know. Apparently, it's a Raiders fan. I don't know. This kid wants to fucking come ball out of here.
Hey, man, at this point, man, that picture don't mean shit to me no more when he with that goddamn in and out cup. That shit looked like that shit was taken on the flip phone. I was shit no more. That's old.
on a flip phone.
That's old.
Yeah, hilarious.
Free agent wide receivers are always a bust. I agree. We don't usually do that good with free agent wide receivers. Our history's not that good.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's really.
Man, we did a couple of them, but not too many. Don't forget
We're
Rice.
better at drafting our own dude and just letting
Don't
our own
forget
dude do
Rice.
our own thing.
Rice.
Yeah, Rice.
Crabtree.
Like that, bro.
If we just put into perspective the last 24 hours for what we did, I think we kind of hit a home run if you look at it. Look at the big picture. So last night we sealed up Butler. That was huge in itself right there.
Yeah.
That right there, as far as I'm concerned, is the biggest move we made. Thank God.
Yes.
Then we solidify and bring in Chen. and then you re-sign Kuntz. I mean, just those 3 moves alone, and they're all defensive moves. All 3 of those moves alone already made our defensive side of the ball just as good last year, if not elevated a little bit with the bringing in a Chin. So already, in my opinion, I think it's already been successful for us in free agent because we retained 2 guys that we were hoping to, and you brought in a guy that I think is better than the other 2 that we let go or we didn't bring back.
100%.
Not by much, but he's still better. So people have to look at the big picture, not be upset that we lost Spillane, we lost Moring, we lost Hobbs. You still retained 2 big corner pieces of what we needed on the defense. The front line is what we really need to make sure we stay beefed up.
For me, bro, and damn, no, we didn't. Godwin was another one, bro. When I saw the amount of money he got this morning, I knew we wasn't doing that shit. Oh, yeah, bro. And I wanted Chris Godwin, but he got 66 mil too. I'm like, oh, no. Mm-mm.
He stayed with his squad, right? He stayed with
the squad. Yeah, stayed with the squad. That was the only one.
Ryan, appreciate it.
As soon as I saw that, it was over. Raider Ryan, man, member. Appreciate it.
I'll mention something about Chin. So after they signed him, I went and watched some tapes on film. A lot of those things, he didn't play really safety. He was playing more like a Mike linebacker.
Yeah, he was.
Just the way he was selling the field, he was playing like a Mike linebacker, backer. And the dude can't tackle. Ain't no Jack Jones. I'll just whip my tackle, or what's that guy? Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters, yeah.
That dude will hit you, and he tackles. Right. So I'm happy with that. Somebody that can hit the running backs, hit the tight ends. I think we won. For the price we paying, I think we won.
Yeah, my other take on all this too that's happening right now, based on who we've re-signed, who we're going to try and possibly still bring in. This is now, I think, telling me that number 6 pick is either going to get traded back. Like we're either going to trade back into back further back in the first round, accumulate more picks, or we're going to, I don't think we're going quarterback now, to be honest with you. I really don't. Some people will argue that, but there's still too many holes on the defense. We're still going to need a cornerback back there. We're going to need a linebacker for sure now that we lost our number 1 guy, Spillane. So does that mean we move back a little bit in the first round and we grab a guy like G.R. Campbell,
No.
and not do the quarterback? I mean, you got to do something.
I just said practice patience, Jeff.
There's there. More than likely, you'll probably grab him.
You're going to take him. I don't care what you say.
But the way it looks now, Cleveland or somebody going to take him now.
So what are we going to do for linebacker, though? That's right now our defensive blaring weakness.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking at that right now.
Well,
they're going to need. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, so what I think is going to happen is that there's no quarterbacks there. There's going to be a major run on running backs probably in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round. And in that round, we can get at least a running back and a linebacker. Because they got a few good linebackers there. Because like I mentioned, I'm a USC fan like this young guy down here at the bottom. I watched Pete Carroll for years. He likes side-to-side linebackers.
Right.
He likes the ones that go from sideline to sideline.
Right.
Spillane don't do that. He's a downhill linebacker.
Correct.
So they're going to find a line with speed. I wish we got Greenlaw, but they paid him a lot of money for that, so that's fine. But they're going to find a linebacker that goes sideline to sideline that can cover. So that's why I probably Spillane walk.
Yeah, they'll find a veteran that won't have to play every down and get somebody in the draft for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We still got Bernie and Gainer.
And you don't have to move down.
Yeah.
I just think if we still take quarterback, I don't care who it is at 6. I think we're hurting the team. I really do.
I don't,
because your gut tells you, right, Jeff?
I mean, all I can say is look at the Green Bay Packers. I mean, the blueprint is wide open. I think that's why you notice. Well, they tried, meaning the Falcons tried to do the same thing. It just didn't work out because of Cousins. But I mean, it goes back from Aaron Rodgers to Love. I mean, that's over what, 2 decades of them never having to worry about quarterbacks. I mean, Love sat for 5 years. I think Rodgers sat for 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, if you don't want to ruin a quarterback and you really want him to truly get comfortable in your system, it's the right thing to do. I mean, and we all know Geno is not playing till 40 as a Raider. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming. So why not let that guy sit for 2-3 years? It's actually thinking long term instead of this short term. We need to win now, in my humble opinion. That's really what I think. And Tom has said it a million times. I mean, I don't think Tom's lying when he tells you that he hates the fact that they throw quarterbacks in and they're not ready.
Yeah.
So
I think the difference with the Green Bay situation is that the position that Aaron Rodgers, they chose Aaron Rodgers, and the position they chose Jordan Love was deeper in the first, not at 6. I think at 6 is just a super valuable pick. That's why I would trade back as well to accumulate more picks, as well as you can still possibly get a later quarterback, because 6 is super high to have your guy still sit, no matter who it is, if it's Ward or Cam.
that's a very valid point.
What pick was JJ McCarthy? Was he at 8 or something like that?
11. I believe they traded up to. Oh wait, no, they came from 11. They traded up.
Yeah.
They traded up to get him. I know they traded up to 8 for the Falcons to get.
Yeah, so he's an 8 pick.
So I think it was 11. I'm pretty sure it was 11 they traded up for.
I'm just sitting here as you guys are talking. I'm watching Rundown over there with Baby Rundown, and I'm like, dude, that's just awesome. I could just see you playing around with him and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's just fucking awesome. I love it.
It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's this man. Every time I put him down, he get mad. So I gotta hold him until his mama get here.
Cliff probably thought I was smiling at what he was saying. I mean, I was listening to what he was saying, but I was smiling at you, watching you. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
This man getting pissed every time I put him down. Though. So we gotta roll with the show, man. We roll with it. So let's go ahead. Let's talk the topics then. So I mean, I see people. I don't understand why people say like, "Oh man, Stewart won't sit. He ain't gonna sit." I mean, like, dog. Like, the personality is one thing, but y'all got to take that shit out of it, bro. At the same time, like, if he feels like the best situation for him is to sit 1 year. And Dion feels that way too. That's what they're going to do, bro. Like, that's what's going to happen. And not only that, you got to remember who our coach is. Sure, this year, Geno is the starter. But guess what? Next year, this shit's open. If Geno loses, bro. And that's been Pete's MO for years. He did that shit when Russell Wilson came in, bro. And he will do it again. That's what he did.
Get that USC. He did
it at USC,
exactly.
bro. That's what he will do. If he drafts Shedeur, maybe this year you can say Mulligan. But I guarantee you next year, Geno don't just lock the job up after that, bro. Like, it's going to be a competition. He going to open that bitch up.
And see, that's what Carr didn't have when he's all 9 years. He had no competition. It was a presumptive start every year. Nobody pushed him. Nobody challenged for his job. So if you're comfortable in your job, you don't have to worry about the new guy coming in.
And for the record, I don't think that Shedeur is going to be there at 6 anyways. I don't think Will. I don't think Cam will. I think all this nonsense that everybody's hearing is totally to throw whoever off their scent that would believe this foolishness that they're going to fall out of the top 3-4 picks. It's just that doesn't even make common sense. Somebody's going to trade up. Those are the 2 guys that are absolutely going to be considered the quarterbacks of this draft. And it is what it is, you know. I mean, I don't know, and that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to pay for and deal with. You know, every year the draft, there's got to be a quarterback, and these 2 guys are it. And you're just
so what's our biggest need? I mean, so what's the biggest need now? I mean, I would still take Shedeur 6. I don't give a fuck, but though still there is needs now. Now that free agency is still, is going underway and we're getting some signings. I mean, shit. I mean, linebacker is huge now, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can take a dude. You can't take no fucking linebacker at 6.
There's not one at 6. No, not this year.
There's only one. There's only one I might entertain, but he don't really play linebacker like that, and that's like Jalen Walker. Like that motherfucker's like edge. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's not really a linebacker. He's more like rushes the passer.
That's
So-
guy from Alabama. I mean Georgia.
Dude from
Georgia.
Georgia, but dude from Alabama I like, but I don't take him that high.
Not at
that's
6, no.
too high
Not
for him.
6.
That's why I was suggesting, do we now move back in the first round? Like trade out at number 6 and move back?
If
Gain an
Mason
extra
Graham is there, or if T Mac is there, I think we pick one of those guys too.
Yeah, I think it's a game time decision, honestly, because
It is.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much shit
you
is
just
going
go back
on.
and
You
what
got to
happens.
see how the first couple picks, fall out. Like to me, the Jets, I think, are going to be aggressive and try to trade up because
Real
those
quick,
guys.
real quick. We got
Go ahead, go
some news. We got another signing.
Let's see.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. The Raiders have signed to. Let me see. Let me look at the goddamn. He's with the Panthers. I'm not seeing the contract sources so far, but he's a safety. He's not a corner. He's a safety. So we signed a safety from the Panthers. Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. Now,
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. We did need to sign another corner because Chin he's not no like middle,
Oh yeah,
field type of safety. That's not what he is. Chin is like our guy Chris said. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's more of I might play nickel, but I'm gonna get in that linebacker shit because he's that big. Like
Yeah.
so, we need somebody that's gonna play that over the top. I don't know if this is gonna be the guy, but maybe you sign him for.
You
damage.
said Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie
Jr.
Johnson Jr.
corner,
Okay.
huh?
Nothing about him.
Yeah,
Honestly,
honestly, I don't either.
Not good.
I heard the name, but I
It
don't know
doesn't
about
make
him.
sense to me. I don't know what. Not
This
as a
dude's old.
safety.
He's 29.
As a safety, he's a safety. We just
Yeah,
signed.
corner.
I don't understand.
Hey, Chris. I mean, not Chris. Hey, Turf, bro. We got to fuck with him, bro. He went to San Bernardino Valley.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to San Bernardino Valley, man. We might have to fuck with him.
Okay.
And he went to Garden City.
Wait a minute. So you tell me that
He
the
went to
Raiders,
Garden City.
Yeah, he
so-
went to Garden City.
the Raiders are signing Pete Carroll's D back room.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
Pretty much.
He's
Pretty
still
much.
that Legion of Doom, but for the
Yeah,
Raiders.
that's
Pretty
exactly
much.
what he's doing.
Because this
29
dude's
years
6'2", 213.
Yeah, he
Um,
went
Yeah,
Man,
pretty
that's
big,
six-
bro.
old. That said, you're gonna be crazy. 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". Jesus.
That secondary got some fucking
That's-
size to it, dog. It's got some
Ain't
size to it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, ain't no receiver gonna want to go down that middle.
at all. Not even a little
Hey,
bit.
I know y'all. I mean, I know y'all saw some of the clips of what Jeremy Chin does bring as far as the
brings
physical
all-
talent.
I watched
He's Christian Wood, pause.
That's why I say he's like a linebacker, man.
That motherfucker's different.
And the one thing about his tackling turf and run and Jay and everybody else, when he tackles, he doesn't just hit you. If he hits you down because he's so big, but when he
Right.
tackles, he wraps you up.
Yes. He wraps up.
He wraps up.
But see, that showed when we looked at like even earlier in the show, right? Like before everybody hopped on, we looked at Trayvon stats, and then we looked at Chin stats. He had like damn near 15 to 20 more solo tackles, like between him and Merrick, which only shows like he's a stronger tackler at the point of attack, right? I mean, if your solo tackles are higher, right, and you're looking at that, bro, that means like you ain't getting no fucking help. It's you one-on-one. And I need to see how many times you can bring that. You're not getting shook off the first contact and all that. He was doing his thing last year, bro. He was doing his thing.
Yep. I agree.
My man said Raiders gonna sign Bobo next. That was funny. That was funny. Desert Raider been pissed all day, but you got it down. That was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, the Panthers, nobody, there's no reason to
Is
watch
it?
them.
Yeah,
No
ESPN does say cornerback, but then another place says
That
fucking
makes me
safety.
feel better, though, to be honest, because that's what
one
we
place
need.
said it's a safety, then they
I'd
say
much rather, yeah, I don't know why we got another safety. Now,
We-
corner, I feel a whole lot
No,
better.
it says corner. I got corner on.
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better.
He's
That
29
makes
though.
sense.
I think
He's not.
I think Carolina has a plain safety, but it says corner here.
Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
what it
that's
is.
his cornerback, but
He's not young. Shit,
How
he's
big
old,
is
though.
he? 6'2"? What's the weight?
6'2", they didn't show the weight.
213.
Oh, he's over 200?
200,
He's
yeah.
over 200.
Oh, yeah, I like him. I like him already.
Like Chris been saying all day, bro. Pete Carroll gonna find him some size when it comes to this shit right here.
Yeah.
I told you what he gonna do.
Pete Carroll gonna find him some size.
He did the same thing in Seattle, did the same thing in USC.
Okay.
He made sure you got them big boys out there.
So can we say this then? If we're saying this about the corners, right? Because Pete's gonna do that. So can we say the same thing about linebackers? Because with Pete always been had some like solid linebackers too.
Oh, 100%, way more than
yeah.
solid, above average, like well
Even
above.
when Bobby left, he still had some dudes that came in right after and took the place, bro. I mean, he's always had some linebackers now. So can we be that worried about what he's
I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried.
He's looking for those quick linebackers, you know, those quick side to side linebackers. That's what he's gonna look for. There's that one guy that plays that he didn't get that much time. Mwaga. Am I saying that right?
Mwaga,
Yeah. He's one of those kind of guys P-Euro likes. Those side to side, like put his nose in everybody's business. That's what he wants.
Good tacklers. That's what I get from Pete Carroll. Fucking linebackers are good
All
tacklers.
day. Great defense. Great defense. You're not gonna beat Pete Carroll on some wild offense.
No.
I bet you Patrick Graham probably like, yeah, he's probably salivating right now. Say, oh, I can do a lot with this.
I mean, I'm just looking at who's still available right now for linebackers. I mean,
Hey, and Pete, I trust.
I know
on that.
they've got them listed as linebackers, but they're kind of like edge rushers. You got Von Miller, you got Matt Judon.
Yeah, we need stand-up linebackers.
We need a mic.
Yeah, we still need to decide. We haven't heard any news on what we're doing with Chase on. That has been like non-existent today.
Yeah.
I think they're probably still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get that done, honestly.
I mean, for inside linebackers, Isaiah Simmons,
I said that
Devontae
earlier.
Campbell.
I said earlier. Isaiah Simpson.
Got somebody that run named earlier.
Pete will poop.
Will poop out a linebacker. I'm telling you, bro. Like he's had some gems, dog. He's had some guys.
It's the last position I'm worried about. He'll find it.
He's had some guys. Running backs. He's had running backs and linebackers, dog. Like he's always had that. So can't be too mad. I can't. I trust Pete when it comes to looking at that linebacker talent. Looking at that. And even so, some of y'all look. I'm gonna break it down right now because we might even do a draft show. All of us on there. If they pass on Genty at 6, there's gonna be some people calling John Spytek and Pete Carroll fucking idiots. They're going to. I gotta see it right now.
They're gonna probably tear up the household. They're gonna tear up their house.
Yeah, they were tearing Spytek earlier.
Again, I've seen Pete have running backs a lot. He traded for beast mode. This motherfucker didn't draft beast mode. He traded for him. So he knew exactly what he was looking for. John Spytek, again, I'm gonna continue to say it till I'm purple in the face. 10th leading rusher in the league, 4th round last year.
Right.
Why do I got to do that at 6 when I just had success a couple years previous in getting running backs off the street or in late rounds and still giving me success? It just makes no sense.
And plus, with that point, there's a lot of running backs. A lot of running backs in this draft. So it's like,
bro, come on.
Did besides Geno Smith, did we even sign a free agent offensive player? Yeah, Kappa, that's right. Sorry.
Kappa.
No, I definitely don't want it to. If we take Genty at 6, I'm sorry. That's just. I think that's a dumb move.
It is.
It is a dumb move.
I mean, yeah, he might be the best running back in the draft, but man, you could nail 2 running backs further on in the draft, and still be just as good, if probably not better.
And again, hey Turf, bro, I've been saying this, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, but I'm glad Turf is on here. You don't just fix a bad running game by saying I'm going to plug in a running back and saying the shit's fixed. That's not how the shit works.
Yeah.
This is not how the shit works. You have to fortify the offensive line, the structure. Now, we got the play caller, I believe, that's going to run the ball successfully. That was one piece. That's cool. Now, we still got questions on the interior. We got to fucking get that right. Some of y'all don't even like DJ Glaze and want to replace him year 2. And y'all want to take.
I've never heard that one. We need guard.
I haven't heard that one. That's for sure. Whoever it is fucking crazy.
After last show, I've had mad comments that like, yeah, bro, I would take Mimbu at 6. Mimbu at 6. Take Mimbu. I don't know. Move Glaze to guard. Take a tackle. Bro,
What is the deal? Where's the hate coming from, though? From
I
the
don't
stat.
understand.
He probably had one of the best. Yeah, he had one of the best rookie tackle seasons of all rookies.
Like you said, he's a rookie too. That's the thing. He's a rookie. It's his first year in the NFL. Usually tackles don't develop for like the second, third year. They start getting better. He jumped out and did it.
And see, this is where I don't get angry at this, but it's like, look, y'all say that, but if he becomes Saquon 2.0, y'all be biting y'all tongue. Hey, guess what? When Saquon won his Super Bowl, was he with the team that drafted him? You let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And where did they take him? Where did they take him?
Bro, after that tape, you're supposed to drop the mic.
You feel me? Bro, and guess what? Saquon is a better running back than Ashton Jeanty is coming out of college. I don't want to hear shit about that.
Not even close.
Down.
If Saquon would have played in the Mountain West, in the Mountain West, he'd have had 3,500 yards. Bro.
I'll say 4,000 yards in one season.
What? And I know LV remember this, dog. I remember it vividly. When this motherfucker played USC that year and he returned that kick, I said, "Oh my god, bro!"
I said the same thing. We're gonna have a day. We're gonna have a fucking day.
Different.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And he went off too.
Yeah. And what did he go? Pick 2? Well, overall, he went second overall. I think so. I think Saquon went second or third overall, bro.
Yeah, some definitely.
I can tell you right now, the Giants are saying, bro, that's probably stupid. Looking at it now, because we didn't have the infrastructure yet to take a player in that nature. Now, when he went to the Eagles, guess what? Everything's built. We ready. Shit, God, you the last piece, motherfucker. You come over here, bro. That's all we need. For real. That's what. And then everybody be like, well, bro. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, he was the last piece of the puzzle for them, dog. Like, and if Jeanty goes to a team, let's say he goes to, let's just throw a bullshit team out there. Let's say he goes to the Bears, right? Fuck it, he goes to the Bears, or he goes to a playoff contending team, like the motherfucking say he goes to the Commanders or some stupid shit like that. You're gonna sit there. I hope he's like Saquon Barkley. He better be. He better be. If he's not, then that's a fucking disappointment. But if he goes to a team like us, dog, it's going to be more of a struggle. I'm just be honest with you. It's going to be more of a struggle.
We're not ready for him.
Who was it that said that about?
We're not ready.
About running backs, where you don't draft a running back early because you don't want to waste. You don't want a good running back until your team is ready for him. Basically, is what I forget who it was and how 100%. It was worded. Nate, you help me out.
I heard that.
I think it was Daniel Jeremiah. He might have said that.
Sounds right.
I seen him say
that's what it was. It was Jeremiah saying it. Somebody in one of our shows reiterated that. And when I sit back and listen to what he actually means, it makes total sense, because you're going to waste the running back's early parts of his career when your offense is not ready for him. So you plug and play, inferior running backs until you're ready to go out and get that bona fide number one type running back, because that's like the last piece of the puzzle you need.
It really is, bro. On offense, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, to get a guy like Jeanty right now, you're gonna waste this out. And the Giants did exactly what Daniel Jeremiah was saying. The Giants drafted him before they were ready for him. And he sat there basically. Yeah, he had great seasons there and everything, but he was in a purgatory hell until he went to the Eagles. I mean, he was a different player this season. You could see it.
Right. And guess what? Did we not just? Why are we not going to learn from our mistakes? Did we not just fucking make the same mistake last year?
Same thing with Josh Jacobs. Yep.
We weren't ready to take Josh Jacobs at that time, dog. John Gruden took him, but we weren't ready to take a motherfucker in the first round. We weren't ready for that. And then 3-4 years passed. Nothing happened with it.
And also, if you didn't mention the fact that when he played the Giants, he was hurt a lot. He got hurt a lot of times. He was off in a lot of games. Yeah. He got to Philadelphia. He was on the field every 17 games and playoffs and Super Bowl. He wasn't hurt that much.
He's basically beating himself up for what? To make the playoffs one time out of his entire career with New York. Yeah. He goes to Philly one season and they win the fucking Super Bowl.
Best he felt. Like his body was probably great as hell after this. And I'm gonna bring this up. And Turf, I'm glad you here, bro, because Turf is like my running back brother, low key, bro. Like when we be talking about certain things, I be getting mad. Like,
bro, I'm so glad you said that, Brenda, because I was literally, I swear to God, me and Rundown got a wild action. I was literally about to interrupt and say we got to address Steve DeLuna because it's not it's apples and oranges. Marshall Faulk was under 200 pounds and a complete different type of running back than Janty. Janty is a full size 210 solid every down you expect right out of college. I sat and watched Marshall Faulk with my own two eyes. I saw it. I saw him. I'm letting you know he was just different in general across the board. So they're not even in the same field. I mean, I know everybody is so amped up on Janty, but I can assure you, my guy, that Janty can't hold Marshall Faulk's job strap.
Bro,
I mean,
I had somebody on Twitter. I will bring it up. I had somebody on Twitter tell me nobody knew that Barry Sanders was going to do what he did out of college.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
When having the discussion about Janty, I'm like, about that. And they're like, no, he's like Barry Sanders, and nobody knew what he was going to do outside of college. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
he's a
crazy.
very Sanders.
That means they definitely don't know football.
But
Oklahoma State.
He did in Detroit just exactly what he did when he was in Oklahoma State. There wasn't a change to his game. He was the same guy that he was in college when he hit the pros, and he was.
Guess who he played? Guess who he played behind? He played behind somebody at Oklahoma State before he became the starter.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like he got to the freshman and then started running crazy. He had to wait 2-3 years.
Yep, behind Thurman Thomas, right?
Thurman Thomas.
Yep.
That shit, bro. Like that is what irritates me about the running back conversation. Like we see a great running back, but then people get mad when we say like there are tiers. Like there are tiers. We've all seen.
Right.
We've all had a lifetime of running backs I've fucking seen, bro, that I've named plenty of times. I just don't feel like that's the point we're at right now, bro. Like it just don't make no sense.
Bro, we got to get a turf and rundown show, bro. That was too eerie. How I'm telling you, I was about to interrupt for you to put that up there, and you put it up.
Yes, bro. It just kills me when people.
It was itching at me. I was like, oh, I got to say something about this before we go.
And this is not diminishing the talent, bro. But at the same time, it's like, shit, we've seen it, motherfucker. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me, bro. Like LB, a USC fan.
Right.
Is what you saw from Janty comparable to Reggie Bush? Is it
no
way?
No, I'm a
Absolutely
USC fan
no
too,
way.
bro. I'm a long time USC fan.
There you go.
Is it comparable? Is it comparable?
None. USC always is called running back U at USC for years. For years called running back U. They develop all these running backs. There's no way. He's not no Reggie Bush.
I can vouch for that. I
can say one more thing. Nothing, not to knock the Mountain West.
Yeah.
That's a weird conference, even the Big Five conference.
Right.
So he really ran against big competition. What he didn't do much.
Right.
I think they played Oklahoma State or somebody. He didn't need. Oh, he got 100 yards. Yeah, he had to struggle to get there. He had to run like 45 times to get 100 yards.
Right.
I was just going to bring that up. Jack, are you talking about the guy that's on the Wild Wild West show? Because if that's who you're talking about, that guy.
Oh, hey, JJ, much love, bro. You gotta do a show. I know you gotta do.
I gotta do a show, but I got dinner right now. I'll be on.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
2
bro.
hours.
Yeah, go do your family thing. Go do your family thing.
All right, later, guys.
Later, Jay.
What the fuck was that with the balloons in front of turf?
You didn't know, man. I got all kind of effects in this piece, homie.
Holy shit!
They said gonna hear it like.
Jack, I know you're not saying this, bro. But I know you're not saying this, Jack. I don't know if Jack is saying this, bro. But this is blasphemy, in my opinion. This is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. I don't see this at all. At all.
Not even close.
Not even remotely close, bro. They're naming dudes that, and this how you just know, man, and understand. People really don't have a clue of the running backs of yesterday. They just don't understand. It's so black and white to me. I mean, y'all have no clue. Y'all naming literally the creme de la creme that's ever touched the football field, bro.
Yeah, see, we watched.
Come on, bro.
Me and Jeff. I know me and Jeff for sure. I know me and Jeff for sure. Me and Jeff, sure. You also, Turf. We watched running backs when running backs was a thing.
Yeah,
that's all it's about. Running backs. It wasn't about the passing. It wasn't about that. It was about the running backs. I've seen all of them. You can't compare him to the guys you listen. No way possible.
I know exactly who Jack's talking about, and I've heard that guy's takes on other stuff before. And this is definitely way off base. I mean, this guy doesn't, and this is a supposed bona fide 100% Chiefs fan, just like we're all Raider fans.
Right.
This guy doesn't know shit. I'm sorry. Many times, and this guy has horrible takes on it.
Again, bro, like this, we all understand how talented Genty is. Is he a good player? Yes. But what we are just saying is, at the point that we are at as a team, we're not at that point. Right? To take advantage of the skill set. We can take advantage of his skill set, bro. If we had a fucking offensive line, we hoping O's is as big as my guy who paid off his Honda. You know what I'm saying? We opening holes. Bro, like, so be it. You take that motherfucker immediately because he's gonna make us better, bro. But honestly, he's gonna have to do more work than what he needs to do right now. And a lot of y'all are like, oh man, well, we had Josh Jacobs 2 years ago. If you really, really look at the film, Josh had to do way too fucking much that year. That he led the league. How many times did he have to break 2 tackles in the backfield and spin away and do
the league in broken tackle percentage? For a long time because the Raiders' offensive line was so bad.
And Nate, and then tell everybody after, Nate, what happened the year the motherfucker had to lead the league in broken tackles? He didn't play that many games after that year, did he?
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
It's all about the fit right now. If I get a motherfucker in the 3rd round, that's not that much of investment. All right, you say what it is. If he's good, so be it, bro. So be it. He's good. But guess what? If he's bid or he's whatever, it is so, bro. 1,000 yards is only 65 yards a game in today's NFL. Let that sink in. So
you know what? Someone commented Reggie Bush crazy in college. Okay, you can say Reggie Bush, but like I said, being that young cat over there, for UFC fans, I watched the UFC longer than he has. Reggie Bush is crazy, but you know what else they had at UFC at that time? A guy named Leonard White, the bruiser. Leonard White would go in there and beat up the linebacker because he was a big bruiser. Would beat the linebackers up, could beat the safeties up. So when he come out, Rich Bush going there, and everybody said, and Rich Rice, yeah, remember that? He had a bruiser and a speedster.
Yeah. No, Lindell White is all right, bro. Lindell White, shoot, he got drafted pretty high from what I recall.
Yeah, he did.
3rd round first, but he was. He just died a little bit earlier than most.
He led talk about in touchdowns. He Reggie Bush didn't lead those teams in touchdowns.
No, Leonard White
did.
Exactly.
And so if we're gonna
Leonard White was that if you need 5 yards, he'll get you 7. But Reggie Bush is one of the guys like you need 5 yards, he'll run for 40. He had the splash. That's a West Ridge Rival so popular because he had that splash plays.
We just gotta keep it to like, bro. If a top 10 team takes Genty, if the Bears take him, I wouldn't blink. What they just did.
You froze.
We lost one now. When did the Bears pick?
Tell you one
That's
second.
That's a good question. The Bears made some moves today, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they did.
They did what they needed to. They showed up that front line on offense.
On offense and defense. They got Grady Jarrett.
They picked number 10 rundown. I mean, turf. They picked number 10.
Okay. I could see Genty being picked at 10. That makes sense to me. He's just not a top. He's not a top 5, top 6 guy. But at 10, I mean, I see the Cowboys getting him no later than 12 anyways.
Yeah.
And again, I think they should be happy. I'm not saying the kid won't be a Hall of Famer. No. All I'm saying is he ain't going to be the upper echelon Hall of Famer or all those names we just named out today. Yeah. He just doesn't even have the style of running that would get him that type of Hall of, right? Barry Sanders style is
you're on the build neither.
Yeah, he's a small guy. Like Damian Tomlinson, one of one. Like, you know what I mean? All those guys we named, they're one of ones. They no one runs like them, looks like them. Yeah.
Plus, Boise State ran the hell out of them. They put so many miles on them.
Yeah, they did.
That's my concern. They ran the hell out of them. And they talking about, well, look at Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs didn't run that much when he was there. He barely came in and out. So he had a lot of stamina left, and he was healthy. But they are really, they beat him up.
Yep. No, I agree.
I mean, especially the amount of running backs that are available in this draft. I mean, you don't need to try and hit a home run on one guy like Genty when you can wait until the third round and still get a top running back that's going to be your starter more than likely. And then even a couple rounds later in the fourth or the fifth, you could still get another one to complement him because we got to bring 2 in. I'm sorry. We got to bring 2 in.
Even if he goes to the greatest option, the greatest, situation that could have ever happened for him, I still don't even think he'll be the rookie that rushes for the most yards of the season.
I agree. I don't think so either.
Probably 2 or 3 other guys that are going to do way better because they're going to land on teams they had no business landing on. And it's going to
look at his just look at this past college season, right? He lit it up during the regular season, during the year. And then as soon as they got to a bowl game, they played against who? BYU, correct?
Yeah.
And what did BYU do to him?
Shut him down.
They shut him down, and somebody busted my chops. Yeah, but he still got 100 yards. I said, motherfucker, I said he was averaging over 200 yards a game.
Exactly.
And they held him for just about 100 yards in that game.
On 30-plus carries, by the way. You got
So now
38 carries.
in NFL terms, so if he's an average 100-yard rusher, they just held him to 50 yards. You hold a running back to 50 yards, they're not winning that game.
No.
So he's not going to be running for 200 yards a game in the NFL. He ain't going to be probably running for 100 yards a game. Granted, I could be wrong, and it could still happen. I get it. But he's not going to be running for 200 yards every game. Once he goes up against a top-notch defense in the NFL, forget it. They're going to shut him down, especially if you got an offense that doesn't have a good offensive line. You're putting way too much
examples.
You're putting way too much on a guy.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, there are 2 examples of the modern era of running backs getting taken in the first round, and it's a 50-50 hit rate. To me, I mean, but Bijan's good, but I think at this point right now, Atlanta's probably like he's good, but what the fuck have we done since drafting Bijan, to be honest? The other example is Buddy from the Lions.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gibbs.
But the only reason that works is why Chris just said he had Montgomery, and that offensive line is a fucking top 5 offensive line.
Right.
So you see the contrast? We're closer to where the
Lions
Falcons
were set up and ready for him, just like we talked earlier. The Lions were ready for that running back, and they got it.
Yeah,
Atlanta wasn't ready for the running back. Atlanta didn't even have a true quarterback either.
Yeah, that's why he was the running back. They had their quarterback, they had their receivers, the line was decent. Goff didn't really get sacked that much. They needed a running back to offset that passing attack. They got it. We don't have offensive line to make holes. We make holes, but like small holes. We need to open up the big holes.
One other thing about these top running backs, man, I saw with my own 2 eyes. I saw Omarion against Minnesota. I'm not so sure he's not really truly the number 1 running back as far as what he did in the Big Ten, as over Janty in the Mountain West. So, I mean, I just want people really need to understand that conference makes a difference. It definitely
does. It's all about the conference.
And I mean, some of these other running backs that had to play in way tougher conferences with way less, you know what I'm saying, focus. They still came close. You know what I mean? They did what they probably averaged the same yard. You know what I mean? Like closely. Mm-hmm. It's people are gonna be shocked. I mean, this is the year of the running back as far as this draft. That's all I can say.
Ruben, you gotta pay attention, big dog. We have sat here and said we not diminishing the talent, but if the conversations we're having, this is a fraction of what John Spytek and Tom Brady are having about every single prospect in the draft. What's the value? Should we take him here? I don't fucking know. This is a fraction. So they're going to have this conversation. Now, if they come to the conclusion that Genty is the guy, we're all going to bite our tongues and so be it. But from the outside, it's not like we're just some YouTube motherfuckers up here saying it. Like there are some credible football people up here that tell you the same thing. You look at the NFL Combine and they'll literally scream that to you in the face in the Combine. Daniel Jeremiah will tell you, and all of you will sit there and say, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Crazy. It's craziness.
Yeah, 'cause,
Multiple NFL people have said this.
I saw a clickbait thing that Pete Carroll is salivating over Gentry. Is he? That's not Pete Carroll's style. Of running backs.
It's not.
his style. He never had that solid running back at USC. And like I said, they can
People
verify
forget
that.
that.
He didn't have that style of running backs at USC. He had 2 running backs, Thunder and Lightning.
Right.
He got to
He's neither
Seattle.
of them.
Like Ren said, when he got to Seattle, what did he do? Got beast mode. Thunder,
Yeah.
and he had the other running back. I forgot his name. The other guy.
But the thing about even that, you're so right, Chris. The thing even about that is Beast Mode ain't really just Thunder. He's Thunder and Lightning with the
both.
can bounce.
Yeah, but also don't
That's
forget.
what he likes. He likes the shiftiness. He likes the ability to juke. The Reggie Bushes, right? He doesn't like a Janty is not that. Believe it or not, I might get fried by this one. But Janty reminds me more of like a Zeus style running back where he's got to kind of have that, you know what I'm saying, that lane and running downhill and hit hole. He's not somebody that makes plays like that. I've watched the kid. He breaks tackles, but he's not somebody that
He's not shifty, in other words.
He's not shifty.
Yeah.
He's not making somebody miss in the 3-yard radius.
No, he's not. He's
gonna
not.
run you over.
He's gonna break the tackle.
He's gonna break the tackle. Yeah, you're gonna definitely need the gang tackle, and that's gonna be what defenses do to combat his ability. They're going to gang tackle.
Yeah.
They'll get up for that game, and everybody will run to the ball that game just so they can stop the rookie from getting anything. I can assure you.
Well, his build he's small and he's stocky, so he's thinking that's the problem. He's what 5'8", 5'9".
5'9".
You got to remember too. I know
stocky.
people are saying that's a Pete Carroll type of move. You got to remember. All right, so Marshawn Lynch was Pete Carroll's guy. He didn't draft him. He came from Buffalo, so it's not like Pete Carroll pulled him out of the draft and said, "You're my guy." You know, he saw a guy in Marshawn Lynch playing in Buffalo and said, "That's the guy I need to complete my offense." And he went out and got him and brought him over to Seattle, and it made it work. And they were phenomenal with him. That's the difference. You're not talking about, you know, you got to look at, is Genty the answer coming out of college for this year for somebody? Yeah, he might be, but not for us.
Exactly.
Not until we make sure that our offensive line is set. You know, I still wouldn't trust him as our starting running back just for the what Turf just stated. You know, you need someone that's shifty. You need someone that can move. We just went through that with Zeus, where he just runs straight ahead because his ankles don't work like hinges and he can't fucking change direction.
And I watched Marshawn Lynch when he was at Cal and he played against USC. He torched the shit out of us.
Oh,
I hated Marshawn Lynch. And I said to my buddy, my uncle at that time when he was alive, I said, that just is going to be all pro one day. I said that once watching him torch us, I think he ran for 210 yards in one game. I'm like, this is all pro one day.
Let me ask, since we're talking about the shiftiness, right?
Right.
Wait, actually, you just take that one.
Would you lose your kid?
His grandma here actually, so she is dirty.
Oh, yeah, you lost your kid. Yeah.
His other grandma's
That's
here
this
for the
kid's
first
gonna
time.
be in the future. He's 3 weeks old and he already crawled out of the room.
Bruh, he already doing shit right now. He not supposed to be doing. I'm like, but really, I'll say this, right?
Wait, hold on. Wait, you say 3 weeks old?
Who?
You say 3 weeks old? Your son?
Month. He barely just got a month. Barely.
Right.
You know where your car keys are?
Really?
What did he say? What'd you say, Chris?
He said, you know where the car keys are.
That's 3 weeks. Then your car keys are.
But let me ask y'all this question. We talk about Genty, how the lack of shiftiness, which again, we're pointing these things out, but we're still not saying he's not a good running back. He's a good running back. We know that. But these are things you do have to point out when you're having the draft discussion. So if we're saying he's not that shifty, would you guys say that we would need to probably get another running back to complement the shiftiness? Would y'all say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you say that, let me just finish. So what the fuck is the difference from me drafting somebody 6 overall that I need to complement later on, or me drafting somebody in the 3rd round that I still got to do the same shit with? Like it just don't make no sense.
Make it make sense, bro.
It's the same thing, bro. If I have to compliment my 6th overall pick, which I don't have to do with T-Mac, right? I mean, he is the compliment. That motherfucker is the piece, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. So
he's the number one,
bro. Again, I would have to compliment Genty. I'd still say, we might have to fucking draft somebody in the backfield. Maybe an ETN. Yeah, maybe somebody like that we go over there. But nah, bro, I'm not giving my 5'8" running back 25 to 30 carries a game. I'm just not doing that. It's not happening.
Yeah, he won't last. Exactly. He won't last 5 years.
He won't last. No, he won't.
Last 5
We're
years.
not saying that, bro.
He'll be out. He'll be out in 3 turf.
Everybody's gonna tell me, oh yeah, Emmitt Smith and all these things. Bro,
that's years of the past, bro.
I'm not giving this man 25, 30 carries right now, bro. It's just not happening.
Bro, what we're saying, OJ, is there are certain styles that fit certain offenses and types of schemes of running the ball. Some guys like a Barry Sanders would never have a fullback. Do you know why Barry Sanders would never have a fullback? Because of the style of his run, the shiftiness. A fullback just got in his way. That's the purpose. And that's all we're trying to point out. Nobody's saying we're guaranteeing this. No, we're splitting hairs here, pointing out the things that we can see from playing the game, knowing the game, right? And being running backs ourselves on what makes a difference. Because I definitely was not a shifty running back. I was more of a downhill Zeus, hit the hole, one move. Right. You might get a nice little spin move out of me here and there, but that was it. I didn't have shakes. You know what I mean?
The chat's heated up. You guys, holy shit! Did you see all these?
They're going off.
Bro, Charlie Garner, 5'10". Look, check this out, bro. I'm gonna read you a list of the current 5'8" running backs, and you
before you do that, you can't compare those running backs from back then to now because that was a different era. That era was a running back era.
I agree.
No pass first. It was run.
Thank you.
It was no pass. It wasn't a passing league. It was a running league. The running backs they just got paid. All of them. Everybody recruited, drafted running backs before quarterbacks. Okay, so you can't compare those slides back then.
Chris is spitting. Now tell us this, right? What's the hit rate? These are all 5'9", 5'8" running backs in the league right now. Okay, so tell me the hit rate. Amir Abdullah, he's all right, right? Michael Burton, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's not 5'8", so we keep it pushing from there. Alvin Kamara is a good running back. That's good, but he's not 5'8" either. Austin Eckler, that's more along the speed. Austin Eckler is more along the size, right? Okay, we continue. Aaron Jones is more along the size, right? That's okay. Christian McCaffrey, that's more along the size.
Yeah.
What's the thing between all three of these motherfuckers? One, they don't be on the field long, do they? They be hurt like a motherfucker, don't they? Most of them, Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Jones don't be on the field too long. I'll tell you that right now. Eckler either. So that's one comment. Number two, bro, the best one out of them is Christian McCaffrey, bro. And I mean, you look at him. The impact he had with the 49ers, cool, but that's not the team that drafted him. That's not the team that drafted him. So again, bro, how many times do we have to say these things, bro?
Yeah.
You just want to talk about Drew.
Maurice Jones.
I met that guy at the USC Schilling game. He was there for the game. The guy is small, but he's built like a goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, he can carry.
Built like a fire hydrant, short and
actually,
exactly. That dude is stocky. So he's like bouncing off.
5 carries. Yeah.
You know who's shifty in this? Travion Henderson is shifty. That's shifty.
Bingo.
What Genty is you could say elusive, but mainly he's just breaking tackles, bro. Like that's what he does.
Yep.
Superpower, contact balance. That's his superpower. You get hit by 3 dudes, you do. That's the Alvin Kamara. You get hit by 3 dudes, you still keep your balance and blah. That's the superpower, bro. It's the wrong word to use. In my opinion.
Henderson, you can't even get a finger on. That's
I would like to get Henderson.
The shiftiness. That's the thing. You know he hit something and it's definitely over. It's definitely you're not catching him. You're not. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like most of us on here, the five of us, we're not in favor of drafting Genty in the first round at number 6. But if that's what the Raiders end up doing, I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it. It's not like we can change their mind.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know, I'll support him and hope he's as good as everybody that's in the chat saying that he is, as far as shiftiness and all the other, you know, attributes and everything. But if we don't pick him and we go somewhere else, I'm fine with that too. And I like Caleb Johnson. I really do.
Like
That's
Caleb
a guy
Johnson.
right there, man. That's a guy. They talking about.
I mean, I would even go so far as if
third,
somehow we could finagle getting both Judkins and Henderson. I'd be cool with that too. I
That'd
mean,
be
it worked
gross.
when they were in Ohio State. First of all, I mean, they played off of each other, and look at how that turned out. You know, if we could somehow finagle that, why not? The fuck? What's the difference? You know?
Okay, so all that. What we gonna do with I'm not gonna call that guy Zeus no more. What we gonna do with Zamir White?
Desert Radio, you're right, brother. Thank you.
Honestly, Chris, who cares?
People know me way too well.
Who cares?
Bob,
As long as he's gone,
I'm
as long as he's gone.
It's true. We don't need that. I mean, what do we need? I mean, if you just need a body, you know, if you just need a little body
Dude,
back
look
there.
at this fucking place.
Yeah, I know this.
Must be nice. Look at that.
Come on. It's like a
Ducky.
fucking oasis there. Jesus Christ.
Ducky, you like 20 minutes late with this news. Ducky.
What
You
is the
missed
news
this.
supposedly he broke?
You talk about Lonnie Johnson. You're like
Oh
20
my
minutes
God.
late.
Wait a minute.
We didn't-
You don't
That
have
that wasn't yesterday?
wait a minute. Turf, you don't have a butler bringing you drinks to you?
I do not.
Or
Like
that
a half
backyard
hour
was
ago.
like, you have a butler bringing you drinks. Here's your
I
drinks.
will.
sir.
Now look, the nation gets mad at me sometimes. I say it on Twitter too, and they get mad. They get mad when we bring up the Ashton Genty debate. Y'all really gonna be pissed when I bring up my goddamn Will Johnson take. Y'all really gonna be mad at that point, dog. Because a lot of y'all,
Not me.
a lot of people on the panel already done heard out of
Not me.
it been said about Will Johnson. It's not. I don't think that's the move at 6 either. I don't think that's not the corner at least to get at 6. I don't think so. Now, hey, and guess what? How many times I said, bro, we done lost. We about to lose Hobbs.
Yeah.
We need the fucking replacement,
Yep.
dog. We need and Will Johnson is not his replacement. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Turf already know, bro. That Barron dog, he's different. That's a different animal right there. I take it. And then you're talking about if Jade Barron, you got him, Jeremy Chin, right? And maybe you get some other guy who can. They got so much versatility between the two, maybe the 3. You be able to line them up in so many spots, dog. It'd be different.
So I had a comment not too long ago. I told Jeff earlier. Well,
Get Kobe
Nate's
Bryant
gone,
later on,
right?
too.
Nate's gone. So I'll put Jack Jones in the slot. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Nope.
Nope. That man,
Never.
they trying to ruin that man NFL career. You put that man in the slot right there. You ain't trying
No,
to do this shit.
he can do a slot. No way.
I'll be right back.
He's not a slot player.
No.
Corner, dog. He's just not a slot corner. Then I must be watching some other shit. I'm sorry, dog. I've seen Shifty. I know what Shifty looks like.
Shifty, bro. He is a slasher. He's not a shifty dude.
Yeah, I see what Shifty look like. You feel what I'm saying?
He does not make you miss. Like he's side to side guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Be happy about. Look here, bro. We're having a discussion because when you have a player like maybe Mason Graham that might be available, you do that 10 out of 10. You do that 10 out of 10. Maybe Travis Hunter falls, right? If Travis Hunter falls, I don't want to hear none of your fucking mouths about Ashton.
We already did Travis Hunter.
I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking
that ain't happening.
Now, if you want to get mad at shit and you want to do that, fine. So be it. But I just feel like as far as what we need, we definitely need T-Mac. There's no fucking question. Zero questions. I mean, we
100%.
definitely need Genty too. I mean, but I feel as far as the X receivers that are in the draft, there is a slight gap between T-Mac,
It's a big drop off,
and then some of the other guys.
They got a couple guys from Iowa that did pretty well.
Jaden Higgins, yeah, but like
Higgins and the other guy from
there's
Iowa,
like 3, maybe 4, and then after
Noel
that,
did pretty
there's
good
nobody.
too. So He's decent.
But like true
I was
number
Not
one,
early, not in the first round. Those are like third
And
round.
OJ, we're not
fourth
saying
round.
we're not saying that doesn't make him worthy, but what we're saying is that creates a role for a guy like Sincere McCormick to have to get some fucking carries. And why am I drafting a guy 6 overall when Sincere McCormick is still getting carries?
We
Why?
already got him.
It just don't make sense. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, that's it. If you're gonna draft a dude that needs complementary pieces around him at 6, which Genty, I'm not just gonna give Genty 30 carries out the gate. That's irresponsible. He needs somebody else with him. And if that's the case, I can take somebody who has that type of positional value in the 3rd round. That's all we're saying.
T-Mac can come in and right out the gate get as many offensive plays that we run.
Because we have Geno. And so now you're sitting there like T-Mac can get whatever look.
But see,
T-Mac is gonna get whatever look.
we need that receiver that catches 50-50 balls. We don't have a receiver that 50-50 balls. We don't have one. I mean, Jacoby Myers is one of those constant go down 10 yards to get a catch. Fine. But when you go down a little further, we don't have that. Trey Tucker, he can't adjust on these cornerbacks. Now the cornerbacks like 6'2".
OJ, are you telling
OJ
us?
is wild. Yes, OJ is
Are you
wild.
telling us it's the opposite?
Tackle.
that's crazy.
It's the opposite?
OJ, you have lost your mind. Bro, what are you on, bro? What is somebody get him a camera and a microphone? I don't think you're real anymore after this.
Because look, I get it. If we're just gonna look at the room, like if we're just gonna say, "Oh, look at our running back room," like if we're just gonna say that, then
Throws again.
Yeah, dude, Mason Graham is a absolute game changer. There's only one other guy that I actually might potentially want a bit more than him, and that's that kid Robinson from Nebraska. And that's just because I got a thing about Nebraska, pause defensive lineman. But yeah, there's no question, bro. Mason Graham is 100% a game changer.
Yeah, put him next to Wilkins and all that. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine our defensive line? Nobody getting past that. Nobody. The old line goes like, well, who do we double team? We don't
right. And you rotate those, you rotate Graham.
And Max Crosby, they put a tight end on, he'll just beat the shit out of him. Yeah, same deal with Coons. And hopefully Jason come back. And Jason is a great edge setter. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, Christian come out the middle with Adam Butler maybe next to him or Mason Graham.
Exactly.
So you don't need, what we do?
Look, all I can tell you is we will never have to worry about defensive line, even depth, as well as, just scheme whatever you want to do if we added a Mason Graham at 6. And I don't think anybody would be mad about it.
I wouldn't.
I would not.
Only a fool would be mad. I don't even know if he's going to be there, to be honest. That's the other thing.
Like Jeff said earlier, if we get a line like that, we can draft subpar cornerbacks. They're not to be spectacular because the pressure on the quarterback can be so hard. He don't have time to throw. Then you get your picks. Yep. Then you get your third down 10. Oh, he's getting sacked, or you have to throw out of bounds because you're getting pressured.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking at.
But we can get a better player. Like we can get more value at picking other running backs. I'm talking to him directly right here. Graham is a luxury pick. Jenny addresses a need. Like I understand running back is a need, but we can address that later in the draft and get the same productivity. Honestly, and we would just be tied to just Genty at that point. Like it doesn't make sense at all to pick him that high.
DC.
I wish you could pull up that list you pulled up when me and Jeff was on your show that one night. That list you have pulled up with the running backs. And those running backs, a lot of them at the combine. I wish you put a list up.
Yeah.
We was at number 40, and those guys still running 4.2, 4.3s.
Yep.
And he was halfway through the list.
I understand this when he says, why did we pay Butler? But understand, like, Butler is better as a rotational defensive tackle. He's not he's not a 3 tackle where you just put him out there and he just does his thing. He's better as in the rotation. Don't let that negative shit get on you. Like he's a top end rotational defensive tackle. But when you got a guy like Mason Graham and you got a guy like Adam Butler and all these guys mixing and mashing, like There's endless
And
possibilities.
Wilkins, bro. That means that nobody can get a break, bro. Nobody can get a break. Think about that as an offensive line and a quarterback. You have fresh linemen every single series, no matter how you slice it. That is, you want to talk about terrifying. That's what adding a Mason Graham type, defensive lineman would do to what we currently have. And I'm all for it. I am all for that.
Panda said it best right here at the bottom. Panda said it best. How did the Eagles win the chip? All the defensive linemen, the constant pressure,
bro.
Everybody had to focus on Jalen Carter, the one we could have.
So can we the
whole game he was double teamed every single defensive
Let's just take a step backwards. We showed the Eagles the blueprint, and our defense line half this line was hurt. We showed when we had that last game against Kansas City, we showed how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We sacked them 5 times. And so they saw blueprint. Now imagine if our offensive line was healthy with Mason Graham. My God, Chiefs gonna be shaking their boots. They're gonna say Swift, sing us a song to inspire us because we're gonna win a butt all day, all night.
Yeah, Tribe. His hand fighting game is a little bit serious, and he hasn't even gotten to the league yet. So I understand you may think he could get tossed around. I highly doubt it once he figures out how to, really hone that craft that he already currently possesses with his hand fighting.
I mean, football knowledge, bro. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if Abdul Carter was there at 6 and Ash still there at 6, are y'all taking Ashley Genty still?
Wait, if who's at 6 and Genty is?
Abdul.
Nah. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Abdul Carter.
That's a dumb question right there.
And we just signed Coons. I wouldn't.
Y'all think running back's still more of a need at that point?
And even then, like, if we're just going straight offensively, I'm still taking T-Mac as the better offense. Not that fits our better needs over Genty right now, offensively.
Yeah, because we didn't. As y'all can see, we don't have no receiver, bro. And we were trying to get one. It looks like we were trying to get, because we were in play for Godwin too. We wanted Godwin, but he went back. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get that. We wanted DK, right? Can't get that. If that don't tell you kind of what the fuck, bro, and they're not even going after Najee, if that don't kind of tell you kind of what they're looking to get, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they looking to get a receiver, dog. They need one.
I didn't know Darnold was only 6'1". I thought it was bigger than that.
Hey, Raider low stuff. Even
Mason Graham is 6'3". That's what John Raider said. Arnold Donald was 6'1". I didn't know that.
T-Mac is 6'5".
He's only 6'5".
T-Mac is 6'5". So even if he struggles getting separation, all he's got to do is throw it up.
He's probably seeing the second best cover person on somebody's defense, pretty much. Right. Because I mean, shit you got to do at 89, bro. You just can't leave 89 wherever and say I'm not going to cover him, dog. Like you
exactly.
You can't even do it with 16 for real. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If Jacoby is going against your second or maybe third best corner, bro, you're fucked.
Cooked.
You're gonna lose that one.
Yeah,
he's beating.
We win that every time.
Now, if you're talking about it's a Patrick Surtain or some other shit, that's different, right? But that's why you get a T-Mac, because Surtain now, what the fuck are you gonna do? Who are you covering? You have to choose. And last year they put Surtain on Browers, so he can't do that this year. You're not gonna be able to do that this year, bro. So now, I take Brock Bowers versus Dre Greenlaw all day and night. I don't give a fuck how many. I love Greenlaw, but
thank you.
Every day of the week. Every day of the week.
So I take that 100%. Maurice Jones.
I'll tell you right now, you got to look at this too. I think the coaching staff we have now is going to be able to adjust on the fly, unlike our past coaching staff.
Right.
Where if they realize that they're going to put someone tight on Brock Bowers, then guess what? We're going to probably switch things up. They're going to make adjustments. Whereas we didn't do that last year.
Nope.
I mean, they were able to keep Surtain on him that whole game, and he basically shut him down. He had 4 catches. So I mean, they'll switch shit up. It's not going to stay. They're not going to stay on script. They're going to have to.
Sad to say too. I think because everybody says maybe Graham, Wilkins, kind of play the same position. They kind of do. And that's why I've always said like something about Kenneth Grant. But at the same time, we do still have John Jenkins on the squad, as old as he is. I mean, his ass is still here. So that's the nose. I mean, you can
the
still sign
rotational factor alone. Just the rotational factor alone.
D-line is the one thing where you're not trying to have your guy play like all 100 or whatever the fucking snaps it is, bro. Like you don't need him doing that on D-line. They rotate. No. That's all we got to do. I mean, a lot of y'all know that. I mean, y'all know what time it was. Because that's what's going on with Max, and that's why we all having that conversation right now. Like he can't be playing that many fucking snaps. You know what I mean? Like
getting old.
Yeah, bro. Especially with John and even Wilkins. I don't want coming off that injury, bro. I don't want him playing that many snaps. I don't want Adam Butler playing. I want it to the point where in the fourth quarter now Wilkins is fresh. He's good.
Right.
Legs is right. So now we rushing and we hunting. That's that. Zachary Carter, more burn. Now trading back might be the thing, but real quick before we get out of here, man, because we almost here on 3 hours, man. But boy, gotta go make me something to eat. It's a wrap. So real quick, man.
I had my Chef Boy ID. I had my baby food. I'm good.
My man said, "Yeah, boy, man, I'm about to go cook me a burger."
I slept through dinner, so that's what I got to deal with.
I'm about to make me a burger, boy. This shit gonna be gourmet. I'm telling you right now, it's over.
That sounds good, right?
But my boy, man, let's go through the room, man. Of course, man, we appreciate all guests that show up on the rundown, however they show up. But of course, man, we got to give love to the people that did show up, man. So of course, Turf, man, let the people know what you got going on throughout the week, some of your shows and all that.
Absolutely, man. So I got Dead in the Water, man. That's on Thursdays, but I'm thinking about moving that to Wednesday. As you all hopefully should know, we got tomorrow night the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show, 8:00 p.m. And man, I'll be able to do Turf and Run. I mean, Fridays. This Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Saturday. So I will absolutely be on Friday nights. Ready to rumble. I don't know what we want to call it. But yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. And yeah, man, I can't wait to chop it up with all of y'all, man. I'll have everybody on this panel right now as a guest. LV, I'm gonna have you come through.
Hell yeah.
Had Chris come through, right? Jeff, you already know. So yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the goal. So
it'd be nice having you back on Friday night for once in a while. You know?
Yeah, man. From the
Been
start.
too long.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I'll get back to all my antics, the bells and whistles and the traps. No.
Sound effects are being full effect.
Yeah.
My guy Jeff, man, and if y'all not subscribed to Jeff, Chris, man, y'all better subscribe, bro. They be holding it down throughout the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like either we be working or whatever the case, they be holding it down for the network, for the for all of us that be chilling around here, man. They be holding it down, man. So Chris, Jeff, man, let us know. Y'all got anything y'all got planned for tomorrow? Free agency still going, or like what y'all got planned? What's the content?
I was planning on doing the same thing. Well, it's gonna be a little fucked up for me tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment at 2:00, so I probably won't go on until I get home because I'm not gonna log on at 12:00. When everything kicks off, and then have to be off in an hour and a half. So
right,
I'm just gonna go easy tomorrow morning. But when I get home, I'll fire everything up and. I'll be jumping on. So, Chris, I'll send you a message as soon as I'm up and running.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll
run
do.
Down if you're around, you can pop in anytime. I mean, you've got access to it, so you can just jump in if you're home.
Well, I'll tell you tomorrow.
If you're working from,
I'll just start it. I'm gonna just right quick. I'll go and start a show just to hold it up, and then when you come in, then we can jump. We can do that.
Whatever you want to. That works too. If you want to do your own thing, go for it, man. If you want to host the start, then I can jump in and then I can just leave and then
we can do that.
We can do whatever afterwards.
Okay.
Beautiful. See, man, we holding you down, man. We holding you down while your free agency news, all that, man. So make sure you keep rocking with us. And LV, of course, my guy, man.
One more thing,
what you got, Chris? What you got?
Before we go, me and Jeff just started a new show on Saturday nights.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. 9 p.m. but Pacific time. It's basically old school Raider talk about the whole days. He won't come and jump in because the dad supposed to be there, but he missed out. I don't know what happened, and then So first off, we talk about old school, how you became a fan. Second half, whatever. We can talk about anything. So that just started. It's on Saturdays.
Yeah, we had our first show
I'm
Saturday
glad you
night.
said
It
that
was,
too. Glad you
it
said
was
that.
good.
hell
It was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
It was a good
I
show,
forgot.
for real.
I'm glad- Yeah, I'm glad y'all shouted that out. It was fire. And trust me, I got Pops in the next one because I was looking and I was like, I don't see Pops, so I got y'all. But man, LV, man, shout out what you got going on, man. Anything you got going on throughout the weekend?
Yes, sir. So I just got a new computer, so I'm able to get my gaming channel up and ready.
Fire.
So finally, damn, bro, it's been a long time coming. So I'm trying to get that started now that I got it. I just got it yesterday. So yep. Wednesdays, obviously the Raider Connection. That's with me, Jeff, Cheetah Linus, and Jay. And then Thursdays, that's Raiders Coast to Coast. That's me and Jeff on Thursdays. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe, to keep up with us. But yeah, that's what I got.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Y'all see all my brothers on screen, man. Make sure you guys are tapping the like button. You see all they, names and stuff right there, man. So make sure you guys are looking it up, man. Getting their subscribers up too, man. We all trying to sit here. Look, I'm trying to get like Turf, Jeff, and Chris. You see how they all chilling. They ain't got to work. That's what we gonna do, man. Me and LV trying to chill in, man. Just sit here, log on, and make that money. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I want. That's all we trying to do, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all saw Baby Rundown, man. Help me put food in his mouth, man. Y'all know how it is. Appreciate y'all. Hit the notification, bro, as always, because I always go live at random times. I have special guests with me as always, man. New perspective, as we always do, bro. So make sure you guys are hitting all them buttons. And as I always say, man, we keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. We got Jeff. What it is, man? What's the deal?
Just a real quick note. Not everybody probably knows yet, but as of today, I am monetized now officially.
Hey, let's go.
I am fully up and running with everything, with memberships, super chats, the whole 9 yards. And another guy that's going to be following in a matter of a couple of days is going to be Jay from Just Raiders, baby.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for
and
him.
then LV's
too.
next. And then
Hell
Chris
yeah.
is next.
LV and Chris,
we
we gotta boost them up. So make sure everybody follows Chris for Raiders and LV Raider 10.
Yes,
Get
sir.
their subs up anytime
Yep.
they're on our shows, promoting the shit out of them. So make sure you guys
That's
hit their
100%,
subs
bro.
and follow their stuff for sure.
That's 100%.
So
So
we're all one big
again,
happy family here, and we're working with each other. That's awesome.
the word is patience and love and family. Dog, like that.
Yep.
Patience,
One thing-
love, family, bro. That's it.
And I do owe a big thank you to Turf and Rundown for what you guys have done for me, allowing me to get in on, especially Turf with the Friday night show with you and Rundown. That was my first kind of forte into it, and I appreciate that. And I owe you guys a lot of gratitude for helping me out with that. Nate, for the partnership that you and I have had since almost week 2 or 3 when we started.
Yes, sir.
And Chris, I met you through the Friday night show on Turf and Rundowns, and you and I have hit it off. And we've got something special here. This community that we're all a part of is by far one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me, as far as non-personal community, like where I can physically be around you. And I've made connections on the West Coast that I never thought I would have ever made. And you guys are all awesome, and I appreciate all the support. And good things to come, man. Good things to come, for sure.
Course, man.
Like I said, like
Hell yeah.
you said, that Turf's the one got me involved in this, because Turf one told me, and Ron said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing a YouTube show. I was thinking about it." And then I got live with Jeff one night, and all of a sudden Jeff just said, "You got a YouTube channel." What? So I want to thank Turf, Run, and Jeff for setting it up, because this is the best way to talk to the nation. Love you guys.
Again, bro, like this is what this shit is for. It's not to beef. It's not all time, dog. Like government gonna always print more money. We ain't gotta sit here and be mad at each other.
Exactly.
We're gonna print more. So this is all about just us enjoying the shit, and we all want the same goal: win. That's it. We just want to win, bro. About no personal shit. We just want to see the team do good, make these connections. Of course, like I said, bro, I never thought I'd be, doing this shit like this and having so many homies and friends. Where now I go to a game, I'm like expecting to meet hella people. I want to meet hella people.
Bro.
Just like me, if I ever make it out to Vegas for a game, I know that I'm gonna be able to hang around with people and not like if I went out there alone for a game, I know I've got homies I can hang with while I'm out there.
Hell
Which
yeah.
is
Man.
I'm looking forward to that someday.
No
Yeah,
problem.
You got a family. You got a family now in Vegas and everywhere else you go.
Yeah,
That's
especially if
that's
any of you
it.
guys come out here for the Raiders Patriots game, you know.
Oh yeah,
The
That's
hospitality
me.
on my end is going to be, you know, I'm going to do what
I'll
I can.
be there.
yeah. My boy
So
gotta go back home. Turp is talking
yeah.
about going back home.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll be
Turf, you everywhere, Turf. So we know you're gonna
Facts.
be there.
Turp is all.
He's
He's
one of the
building up
wildest
those
out
freaking flyer miles, going to gymnastic meets every weekend.
There you go.
Real talk. Till then,
Tell
man,
what-
y'all keep it smooth, bro. As always, it's always family around here. So make sure y'all hitting the likes, whatever, man. And of course, keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. Much love to everybody, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Take care.